Courtney Robinson here to talk about our 4 sources of income, how we became debt free, and how we became mortgage free. So, I'm going to try to keep this short. My name is Courtney Robinson. I am married for 4 years now. I've been with my husband for 10. We have only lived together about half of that time, but we have been on the same financial plan. We were single parents. I had 4 kids, he had 1 at home. And we waited to get married until all had graduated from high school, all but one who was at the very end of school when we got together and combined our households. So I want to talk about the fact that when we met, we were both making very little, under $20,000 a year each. I did have a little bit of spousal support and a little bit of child care. I'm trying to think what it's called. Anyway, my ex-husband paid a little bit for the children. It was not huge, but it was enough to help me pay the mortgage and the bills. Long story short, we both got on the same page. We got out of debt. We saved to put money down on this place. And in my last video about how we became mortgage free, I go into detail about that. But we saved for a down payment, a lot of sweat equity, and we cash flowed our life. And to make it simple, we went from making about 33 combined to around 100 is our average every year. As high as 129, as low as 91, and that is working 4 separate jobs. And I want to break those down because when I say that, I know it can be kind of confusing for people. So our average income runs between, as a married couple, runs between $91,000 a year up to around 97 to, I think our biggest year has been around 144. And because we own a construction company that specializes in roofing, that can change, and we have chosen to remain somewhat of a medium to smaller company. We have 1 crew. We want to keep that crew busy. We also do not want a lot of overhead, so we can run the operation out of our home and with 2 vehicles. And it works very well for us. I do all the bookkeeping, administration, and my husband does the outside stuff. My husband, so let's start with the 4 jobs and I'll give you an estimate about what they would make. And this has changed a little bit over the years, but my husband's been in this job the whole time we've been together and has gotten raises, and he has a flexible job now. He basically guards the judge. Technically, he is a bailiff, but he is a police officer, not a court security officer. He is a police officer. His job is to guard the judge, and he has to be there when she is in court. So there's some flexibility around that. He averages about $20 an hour, not quite. And that also gives us our health insurance and his pension. And that is one reason he continues to work at that job, which pays us about $1,900 a month. He also runs the roofing company, which it's an S corporation, and I pay us $44,000 a year out of that. After taxes and his retirement, it's about $2,700 a month. I put $7,000 a year into his IRA. So about $2,700 a month, $44,000 a year. It's not quite that much. That's before taxes. And then I'm a yoga therapist teaching stress management and cardiac rehab. I owned a yoga school and a studio when we first got together. I moved into yoga therapy in the medical world, got more certifications and training, and now I work for a doctor. I recently went part-time. I was making as much as 40 doing this job. Last year through the pandemic, I've made closer to 22 to 27. I'll probably make 27 to 30 this year. I work 4 half days a week, plus I help run the roofing business and do all the bookkeeping. I run the household, and we have an Airbnb. We have a farm. We have a small cabin on our farm that is an Airbnb. We did not intend for it to be that. Unfortunately, we opened it in January of 2020, right before COVID hit. I have had COVID twice, so has my husband. I have had long COVID, and we had a family member who moved home and lived here, a child, for a while in exchange for helping us on the farm, running our ranch and helping with our business. And when I have had that open, it averages, and I haven't had it open the whole time, it averages $500 to $800 a month in profit. Our income varies greatly throughout the year except for the W-2. So that is why, depending on circumstances, we make anywhere from 91 up to this year. Our AGI, adjusted gross income, was 97, and that was a lower year. And I would say that has been kind of 91,000 was our lowest year, and that's really good. But we live on half, and that's what we've done. We got out of debt around 2016. We bought this place at the same time. We put down 20%. We built a house. We only borrowed $218,000, and we have lived debt free. We live on half of our income, which was about $45,000 a year, and that included the house payment in that. And everything we made extra after we fully funded our IRAs, and we only did that the past couple of years, we paid on the house. So now we have decent IRAs. We have no debt, no house payment, and we intend to both work for 3 to 4 more years, and we will take the money that we were paying on the house and put it in investments. We will continue to live on about $30,000 because the house payment's gone. I'm going to try, so the what now is I'm going to try to live on, we are $30,000 a year, and see how that goes. I'll keep you updated. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.